Hey guys, Romie here, so please like, comment, subscribe. This is my review for Basketball Wives Season 6, Episode 9. Now, the episode starts off with Tammy and Reggie. Tammy is trying to figure out what she's going to do as far as getting this baby going. She's thinking, you know what, they may have to go the surrogate route. Now, what ends up happening is Tammy, of course, has her younger daughter there with her, Jazz, and they need to go and figure out which one of these three ladies are a good surrogate. They have this one woman who is, all three women are relatively slender and small. They're all relatively young. One is pretty much a perfect fit except for she's young, pretty young. Another one has a little bit of a potential drug habit. She was like, you know, she doesn't do hard drugs, but she does do some drugs. But her overall personality was cool. The other one, she was actually high there, and everything else wasn't really much of a fit. So Tammy said, you know what, none of them are the right fit, at least for now. They're going to keep looking, but they may have to go a different route. But still the surrogate route, but have to ask some people they're close to because you don't really know. Jazz was like, you know, you have to be careful because some of these women get attached to the babies and they could go and run, which is true. Very true. So now Tammy's a little spooked, like, oh Lord, here we go. Now I have to worry about if this woman's going to go and steal my child. Really? Because I'm going to have to cut him if that happens. I'm going to have to cut if that happens. Now, Sanaya meets up with Evelyn because Sanaya, she actually goes and she apologizes to Evelyn. So I said Sanaya knew how she was going to come off. A producer, someone got in her ear, maybe God himself, was like, honey, I want better for you. You need to cut this right now. Cut this out right now. So Evelyn goes and puts out there that she invited her because she wanted her to go and do this work with a friend of hers or someone she was trying to get to know, and she didn't expect for her to have this type of attitude or to cause this type of scene. And Sanaya says, you know, she apologizes. She considers herself as a professional. She knows she's very rough, hoodish. She gets it. She understands it, but she didn't want for the girl to go and cry and all of that, and she knows that she contributes to that, so she apologizes. And I said, wait, that actually sounded like a real apology. It wasn't a if I did that, it was I apologize for. I said, wait a minute. So I'm looking at Sanaya like, and then she comes in there like, and now I'm like, oh crud, now I have to go. Now I have to go and see, okay, you're almost off probation, let's see if you can continue on this track, because I'm not petty. I like to think that I'm petty, but I'm not. If someone goes and gives an apology and seems genuine, then we're cool. Then we're cool. Tammy goes and she meets up with her friend Hazel. Hazel is an artist. She's actually put out an EP. She's with a basketball player. What is she? The ex-girlfriend of Jacob, what was it, Pullen? And he plays overseas. Now here's the thing. She's off doing her. Like I said, she does music, so she wants to go and work with Jazz. She's friends with Tammy. I said, this actually makes sense because this woman, she's telling us what she does. She wants to promote what she does to show some legitimacy as far as she's friends with Tammy, which we know Tammy is all entertainment baked out. So I said, okay, cool, we'll give Hazel a chance. Hazel looks good, so we'll definitely give her a chance. This was definitely sunglasses day, so here with the shades. Now, Malaysia meets up with Brandi, and Malaysia gives her version of the story, talking about how, you know, I don't understand why they have an issue with you, because at the end of the day, well, Malaysia doesn't talk that fast. I don't understand why they have an issue with you, because at the end of the day, it's just odd to me. I gave them the 411 that my friend is in town. My friend is in town, so why are they going and acting like I went and, you know, spilled their fruity pebbles? I don't see it. Why do they really have an issue with you? There's no reason for them to have a problem with you. I said, who said that? Because that's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. There is a multitude of reasons for them to have an issue with Brandi. Malaysia, I get it. You love Brandi. She's your best friend. You want her around. But here's the thing. You're almost out yourself. You just don't know it yet. So I need for you to stop trying to bring someone around who's not even officially on the show. She doesn't have any type of confessional talks, and she's not really on the show. We get it. You don't like the other ladies, the originals. You don't like Bonnie Jill because you're trying to figure out. You thought she was just going to be the quiet, meek, white girl that's just like to have fun. It's like, everyone, can we just be cool and kumbaya? No, she has an opinion. You didn't like it. Good. So I'm moving on from that because again, it took them in each scene. It takes 5 minutes for them to say what they need to say. So I'm moving this right along. Now we have they're at Shawnee's place, and it's Evelyn, Shawnee, and Tam. I noticed instantly. Forget the bagels because they had bagels. You know I will be killing them bagels. That big crystal vase with candy. All the good candy. I said, Sean, you have all those kids and you have a thing full of candy. Sean, those kids are so well behaved that they don't go and steal. Like, I would be pilfering that candy. Pilfering. I'm trying to figure out why did Bonnie Jill come in that black, jumpsuit, even though they're going to be out in the sun. That's what I never understood about LA people. If I was in LA, I would always wear bright colors, reflective colors. You would never see me in black. You would never see me in black, and black is one of my favorite colors. Black and white. And when I say black and white, it has to have both black and white in it. I don't just wear solid colors. But anyway, Evelyn's trying to figure out this whole conundrum of Malaysia, the thing with Malaysia, the thing with Jackie, and none of it makes sense. Why we have all these issues, especially with Jackie. Jackie trying to play both sides of the fence, and Bonnie Jill wants to clarify that it was odd because Jackie actually said a lot of things about Saniy'yah as if she didn't like her. She felt like she was a liability. So I'm trying to figure out how she become chummy good friends with her now that she's a liability. Evelyn's trying to figure out what's with all the fakeness of Fugazi because Saniy'yah's thinking that her and Jackie are close friends. Shawnee's like, this is what happens in this group. Yep. Liquor gets involved. People say things, then people forget things. And I said, yeah, that's true. Shawnee didn't say that. I said that. Why am I putting good words in Shawnee's mouth? Let me take those out. Now, we're at Saniy'yah's party because Saniy'yah's throwing this party, a get-to-know-me type of party. I'm not as hood and ratchet as Banji as you think I am, but I'm not evil. And that's what I want to get across. Everyone's there. She invited everyone, and everyone shows up. So clearly, there aren't truly just horrible feelings, which I'm glad because that would be petty. There is no reason for anyone not to show up, especially if they say that they're adults. Because if you're an adult, you want some resolution. I'm trying to figure out. Jackie really showed up like I'm just going to my friend's place because she showed up in some black leggings and a white T-shirt. I said, wait a minute now, Jackie, this is keeping it real 101. So I guess we'll take it. Everyone else, they put in some effort. Jackie's just. Oh, Lord, never mind. I just looked at the side of the leggings and it has like spaghetti straps. Never mind. All right, Jackie. The usual Jackie-ness. Now, Jackie starts talking about, you already know she had herself some of that drink. She starts talking about pineapples and that you use the pineapple to douche. First of all, pineapple's a fruit. It's acidic. Why would you put something like that in your butt? That doesn't make any sense. I don't want these women's buttholes be burning. Hazel said, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you drink the pineapple and it does wonders, but why would you put it in your, why do you need to even douche? Are you not on the proper diet? Is the flowing of crap out of your body not consistent to where you're not backed up? I said, that's a good point. But Jackie, stop it. Jackie just talks. That's what we need to accept. Jackie just talks. But you know who we need to have a separate conversation? Saniy'yah and Kristen. Because Kristen's there since she's figured Saniy'yah actually invited me. Of course I'm going to come because I want to see what she has to say. Maybe things can go well. If they don't, I don't care because I really like her anyway. What ends up happening is Saniy'yah says, look, I'm sorry. I came in there. You came at me with a certain energy. And Kristen acknowledged it. acknowledge that there were a lot of things that happened before you got there. So you're right. I did have a certain energy. So when it's just like, oh, you're getting the makeover, I didn't receive it well. And then you came, I was like, and then you were a little abrasive. So that just completely shut me off. And she said, you know what? I have to apologize because I'm rough. I'm hoodish. It's very obvious. I mean, we don't need to state the obvious. We already know it. But I do want you to know that I personally don't have an issue with you. I've never had an issue with you. I do want to apologize as well as regardless of the relationship that I have with your sister, there's no reason for me to have ever brought up what I did. As far as the abortion or her saying that you had the abortion versus a miscarriage, that wasn't my place. There was no reason for me to even bring something like that up to anyone, period, even if I heard it from her, which I did. So again, I apologize because that wasn't cool. So Kristen accepted it because she said, wow, someone who doesn't even know me is, apologizing and actually doing an apology, not it's like, I'm sorry because that was wrong. I have to accept it. You know what? We can move forward. I said, okay. Why are the younger women under more adultish than some of the older women? It's starting to irk me. So now we have Team B, which is Shawnee, Evelyn, Tammy, with Bonnie, Jill. They're in the car formulating a plan like, Lord Jesus, we're really going to this place and it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be foolery. Everyone's getting along because Jackie Jesus. Jackie went from the pineapple to, what was the next thing she went to? Listen to this. That's what it was. Booty what? Booty wax. Hazel and Malaysia are saying that they get the Brazilian done, which means that they get all the train, the butt crack, and swoosh. Mind you, while that's happening, Jackie is talking about how, wait a minute, her husband actually likes for it to be hairy. I said, why would you, even if that's true, because that just sounds crazy, why would you ever admit that? Why would you ever admit that? Why would you ever admit that? That doesn't make Doug look good. Jackie's a mess. We've already known it, but Jackie's a mess. She says, we're having a good time. Everyone's laughing at her. And there's this dark cloud that comes in. Everyone gets up to greet, the other ladies coming in, except for Malaysia, which is fine. Malaysia has an issue with the other ladies, so why would she go and do the fake hugs? No one tried to hug her. She sat down, and no one tried to hug her. She didn't try to hug anyone. But Tammy did want to address her, like, hey, what's going on? You cool? I was like, well, actually, I want to talk to you about something. I said, oh, God, here we go. Hey, that's bright. Oh, that's better. Here we go with the foolishness. All right. Why is it that... this is crazy because I'm not even yelling yet. Why is it that every time we talk, we seem cool? I brought up the fact that, Brandi's in town. Now, remember, Tammy in the back of her mind, because she heard from Bonnie Jill that Malaysia actually said that Brandi's in town to see her family. And it's like, this is Palm Springs. Only rich, older white people live here. Yes, minorities have homes here, but only rich white people on a daily basis live here. So how is she saying, oh, she was just in town? Malaysia, now, I'm brought you up to speed. Malaysia is now trying to say, look, I didn't just fly out and invite Brandi there. I told her where we were going to be. Brandi told me that, oh, she was going to be in town. I said, okay, cool. Well, I'm just going to be here. She shows up. I said, Malaysia, even this is true because I can see Brandi doing that. We're really going to go with the whole, they shouldn't be upset though. You're trying to diminish the fact that they're irritated because your friend came when Tammy said she doesn't want to be around her. Malaysia has the right to still bring whoever she wants until you bring the fact that it was, because aside from, Tammy versus Malaysia, because that got into a big, Tammy gets up, she smokes her cigarette, because she's like, and Malaysia's like, and that was because, like, I'm going to say whatever I want. I'm going to say whatever. I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going to do whatever I want. What you just said to me, no, girl. I said, Now you're talking in circles for 2 minutes? No, I'm done with this. I moved on from that while they continued on. And switched over from that to now Evelyn. Evelyn says, you know what, Malaysia, I don't have a problem with you. Because Shani said, yeah, I don't have a problem with you either. Our only issue was the fact that it was my event, as in Evelyn. You brought your friend here, and I felt that was disrespect because you didn't ask me if you could da-da-da. So that's when it ushers into the +1 thing. It's like, first of all, I was never a +1, and I have to prove that I was never a +1. No one denies it. Denies it at that point. Said I was never a +1. I'm not going to go somewhere if I'm not invited. That's not what I do. I'm not so hard-pressed to be at anyone's event. I'm just going to pop up, do pop-ups. But I said, but your friend did it anyway. Anyway, it jumps from that to Shani and Malaysia now having issues because we get into this weird conversation of why Brandi is here and why she isn't. Which I said, wait a minute, was there what happened? It almost seemed like a whole entire block of a couple of minutes were cut out because I'm still trying to figure out how it went to talk of Brandi wasn't here because it wasn't a good personality match. There really wasn't much substance. She doesn't bring much substance to the show. Shani said all of that without saying the show. But that's what we're talking about now when she was saying substance. And she was trying to allude the same thing to Malaysia. So Malaysia called and said, oh, so you're trying to say that I didn't bring much substance? Well, yeah, because then Bonnie Jill gets into it. It's like, well, the other ladies, they're established and all this and that. Because Malaysia's irritated that Bonnie Jill was saying all this stuff in the first place regarding, oh, well, of course they're going to have an issue because they said that they didn't like her, so why did you invite your friends and all of that? And, you know, Malaysia isn't here for that, even though, Malaysia, why did you do it? And even though I still love me some Malaysia, Tammy in the background cackling like, because now it's like 3 against 1, but Malaysia's like, look, why are you even talking? Why are you even talking? Why are you trying to interject? And, you know, Shani had to reiterate, look, yeah, it's not like you bring much to the table. That's what she wanted to say. That's what she essentially said. And that's the one thing about Shani. Just say it. Just say it. You're a grown woman. You're very established. What's the harm in you saying how you actually feel? You're probably the one person who should have less of a filter. You should always have a filter, but have less of one, because that's the main critique that people have. Say what's on your heart. And you finally did. And I said, okay, well, at least you said it. At least you said it. Now we're going to move on, because it was said, to Jackie. Because now they're trying to say, Evelyn's like, well, wait a minute, Jackie, because you're in on this too. What's with you and Sanaya? Are you going to tell Saniy'yah? Because I think it was either Evelyn or Bonnie Jill. It's like, I think it was Bonnie Jill, actually. Well, Jackie, what are you going to tell Sanaya what you said? And she said what she said. No, not Jackie. I'm saying Bonnie Jill said what Jackie said with the whole, I don't feel like I can be around her because she's a liability. She's going to get us in trouble, going to get me in trouble. And this is true. That's what she said. Kristen backed her up. Now Jackie wants to go flip and get upset. How are you going to go say it to me? I know what I said. I said what I said. What I didn't say was that. And Saniy'yah's just like, oh, okay, well, if you didn't say that, then it's fine. Saniy'yah had that look of, even if you did, I don't care. I don't care. And then Bonnie Jill said, wait a minute. Saniy'yah, you know, initially, no, I didn't like her, because Jackie's like, wait a minute, you didn't even like her. At first, I didn't, because I thought that she was coming with this weird energy and the things that she was talking about, how she was handling herself. I didn't think it was cool. But now I'm fine with it. Now I don't have a problem with her. Why are you trying to make this a bigger situation than it really is? Because that's what Jackie does. That's why I told you last season, the season before that, why do you keep giving Jackie alcohol? Why do you keep giving this woman alcohol? Whenever she gets some alcohol in her system and she's called out on something, she wants to go and blow up. So now she gets out of her table. Now she's trying to bum rush Bonnie Jill. Everyone's looking at her like she's crazy. Even Evelyn's trying to stop in front of Bonnie Jill like, okay, I got you. Jackie's like, wait a minute, you know, I hate being called a lie. I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm going to get that B. I'm going to get that B. I'm going to attack her. I'm going to get her. I'm going to attack her. I'm going to attack her. I said, speak English. What is that? Cuckoo. You cuckoo. You cuckoo. You cuckoo. 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 Jackie, get it together. Jackie, she's hollering. She's hooling. She's shaking. I said, Jackie, this isn't that serious. So then Malaysia and Shani along with Saniy'yah. They're trying to hold Jackie, just calm her down. Jackie says, I need to get my... Shawnee's not there anymore. And Jackie's like, I need to get my purse. So Malaysia goes and gets it. It's like, oh my gosh, thank you, Malaysia. She goes, walks to Malaysia. Saniy'yah's like, come on, I know this move. Malaysia sees Jackie starting to run and does nothing. She does nothing because I said, ooh, Malaysia doesn't like Bonnie Jill right now, so she'd be fine with Jackie going and doing something. Shawnee having to actually get in the way and push Jackie, like, what are you doing? Calm down. Hazel's like, I really came here for this? For this foolishness? Jackie, are you really doing all this? So now they get Jackie in the corner again. Jackie's still calling her B, I'm going to get that B. And they're trying to get her to calm down, to sit down. And then Malaysia and Shawnee have a separate conversation about the fact that, you know, this whole thing of it's just weird because why are we in a problem? Shawnee said, you know, I don't understand how it ended up getting to the level that it got to because right before Malaysia and Shawnee, because the whole thing of, you know what, I don't feel like you're needed for the show, essentially. Malaysia said, I feel the same way about you, that you don't bring any substance to the show. And Shawnee's trying to figure out, wait, you and I never had any real issues. That's true. Every time they ever had an issue, the underlying part was Brandi. It was always partially because of Brandi. So now the ladies are coming back together, attempting to. Jackie's like, okay, I'm calm, I'm sitting down. Bonnie Jill said, I'm tired of this BS. I'm going. I'm too grown for this. I said, I'm glad that you left because I didn't want for you to go and get out of character. If you're not a turn-up person, then turn down and leave. Turn down and leave. That's fine. But my whole feeling is, Bonnie Jill, I get it. You're kind of almost a Susie where you go and you talk to everyone, then you bring it back to everyone else. God, you can go. Like, it's fine. I have no issues with you, but you can go because I don't need someone. We don't need that. We don't need that for this show. We do not need that for this show. And it'll change you very quickly. It'll make you look crazy in the worst way by being seen as that person that goes and says what everyone else is doing. So please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week.